I'm Aaron Bosworth. I designed the latest Reanimator label for Narragansett. Started with some sketching and did some mock-ups on the computer. I personally collect a whole bunch of Brewerania kind of stuff, and one of the things that I really like are tap handles. So I made, out of some Sculpey, basically the design from the can label for a tap handle. Today we're going to cast this in some resin and a silicone mold and make duplicates of it that eventually I'll sand down, do some paint work, and finish up and tap ready for handles. The mold itself will make approximately 50 pulls of that design, and we'll have them at the release parties. It's fun because I've never touched this kind of stuff before, and it's loosely based on one of the characters in one part of the series of the Reanimator books, the boxer. It was the gruesomest part of the story for me. They create this serum that brings back the dead. In this back alley boxing match, this boxer dies. They grab him immediately and inject him with the serum, and it didn't work. So they bury him and get rid of it and start over. He comes back to life and starts picking off victims in the neighborhood. He eventually comes back to the doctor, knocks on the door, and has this little girl's arm in his mouth and just starts attacking the doctors. It's so exciting. It was really terrifying, and I thought that was like the best way to bring that story to life. I took the boxer's arm, kind of blasting through the ground as the crux of the design. What we did was we mocked up our part in a whole bunch of clay and then put it in its own little room. I've added these registration marks so that when we have the second part of the mold come together, it's gonna lock in. Yeah, so I started getting into design work in college. I went to school for art, and I've always been interested in beer, and so designing a label for beer, particularly a local one at Narragansett, is just one that's close to me. I mean, this is like a dream come true. So now I'm gonna mix the two together and try and stir in as little amount of air bubbles as possible, and then pour it over top. So we're burying the boxer. Look, 125 years is a long time, and to be involved in anything with that kind of a history and a provenance is really, really important to me. My biggest point here is that if I can get my name on a stool at the brewery or something so that I can sit there, I mean, just to have some sort of a place in that game, that's what I'm all about. I'm excited about it, and I hope people are too. It's a badass story, and it's a cool beer, and I really hope people like it.